I'm sharing with y'all just a little quick green salad for your Labor Day that you can do up. In fact, it'd be better if you do it up the night before, and you can just pull it out when you're ready to serve. And now I'm using an English cucumber, and these are supposed to be burpless. And I believe that they are. I don't burp this kind as bad as I do like a regular. Right, don't have the seeds. And I take my potato peeler and I just cut strips out of it because I just think that some of the peeling is so pretty in there when you slice them. See how pretty that it's going to be? All right. So I am going to use the mandolin. And I'm going to try not to cut my fingers off.
We'll see.
We will see. You just watch me, Teresa. Say, okay, Paula, you're getting too close. We've just got to find the guard for this thing. What I'm saying. Okay, I'm going to trim that a little bit. Just a little bit. One of our team members, we had our meeting yesterday, and she, for her birthday, wasn't it her birthday?
Mm-hmm. No, their anniversary.
Yeah, their anniversary. And Teresa said, well, what'd y'all do for your anniversary? Where'd you go? And Casey said, I don't want to tell y'all where we went because they went to a restaurant here in town that is the closest thing to the Lady and Sons here. We live in the same world. And I said, well, what was your favorite? She said, the cucumber salad. And I thought, oh, how strange, all those wonderful vegetables. And she liked the cucumber salad. So she would like this one. I'll have to make sure I share the recipe with Casey. But I thought that was so cute, not wanting to tell us. Look, see how pretty that is? And you can make as much of this as you want. As many cucumbers as you want, and use your favorite cucumber. Just be very, very careful if you don't have the guard. I'm going to turn it this way for a second. All right, Paula, don't be showing off. I'm quitting. I'm quitting with that. Because I took a piece off my thumb last night doing really, really thin potatoes. All right. Now, at this point, we need to salt them. And these contain a lot of water. So we're going to salt these, and that salt's going to pull out that water. And we're going to put a little vinegar on it as well. I think, what, about a teaspoon of vinegar, did it say?
Yes, ma'am.
It's a little more than a teaspoon, but that's all right. So I'm just going to give these a stir. And I tell you to refrigerate or put these aside for about a half hour, and then make sure you drain them real well, you know, to pull out that water. So we're going to let those sit. And then Teresa and I going to clean up this mess I've made. How about that? But I do have my dressing over here that I want to mix up quickly. And that is my sour cream and mayonnaise. So instead of making this cucumber salad like the normal, which is like vinegar, a nice vinegar, we're gonna add some creaminess to it. And I'm gonna add that salt that I didn't finish with. And I'm gonna add some dill, some fresh dill. Do you remember how much?
I want to say 2 tablespoons.
Yes, that seems about right.
It's sitting right there. I think the recipe's right
Okay,
there.
that's an old piece. And I'm using the gadget that Jack brought me. Okay, that dill is gonna be so good in that cucumber. Okay. So look at the water that's coming out of these cucumbers, y'all. So we're gonna drain these. There we go. Can't get over how quickly that pulls the water out of them. And I am gonna get a paper towel. And just kind of pat them dry. So you really need to let this drain. Once you pour it into a colander, it would be a good idea to maybe just stick them in the refrigerator and make sure they drain real good. But I know y'all don't want to sit around and wait for that to happen. So that's why I patted them dry with a paper towel. Look how pretty this is, Teresa. Isn't that pretty? And of course, the longer they sit, the better it's going to get. It actually could stand another cucumber.
Oh, we have another one?
I know it. The recipe called for 2 cucumbers, didn't it? But we just did 1 because we got a lot of the sauce that we could use on another cucumber. So that's it. This is just a little different from your vinegar cucumber. I love mayo. It's so good. So that is it. And as it sits, it's gonna get better. You know what? I'm gonna add a little of my fresh ground black pepper. Hopefully I can encourage Michael to eat some if he sees the pepper on it. I don't like cucumbers. I don't like bell pepper. Sometimes he sounds like one of the kids. You know how boys can do. So I hope that y'all have a happy Labor Day, and some of the recipes that we've shared with y'all, I hope will work for you and make your Labor Day less labor intense. How about that? Love and best dishes, y'all. Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.